Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations Part 20. In the previous video, we finished the trial in the last video, maybe that was 2 videos ago. All I know is that we're investigating. It's been a couple days. We are in Blue Screens Inc. and we were given license to explore the workplace of the deceased. We already talked to you. Have I shown you stuff? I don't know. Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. The SARDAPP for short. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness! Actually, this is Blue Screens Inc. No, oh god, he actually did it. Oh, does it actually spell that out? It does. Okay, that's... I appreciate the commitment to the joke. I have to respect that, even though it feels extremely dated. She won't tell us unless you say the right code word. A code word? Sesame. Seed bun. If it's not Sesame, then it must be your mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. And there's no point in having a password. It's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glenn Elg. What do you say? I don't know. You ever seen this guy before? About Mr. Elg. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? Yeah, he was a bit of a loser. That would probably be the best way to describe it. Wow, thanks. Don't worry, buddy. We'll live on your legacy. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. I feel like I've heard this already. But he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. Absolutely not a robot? Okay. Anything else that would maybe fit here? You know anything about his prescription? No? Okay. We'll just start looking around. Come on, there's gotta be some insurance records for that thing, right? No clues here. Come on, Phoenix. Whoa, look at this mess! Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. There's over 500 of them. This many tickets would get you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you try and profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Yeah. Evidence of how rich I'm gonna be. Oh, whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know? She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then, fucking got him. Hey, this calendar. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered! Was it? I thought it was the 6th. Maybe, is it January 6th? Was that when the case started? I don't know. Is there anything else? Yeah. It says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I should be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old Seedy's apprentice. And what about your spirit medium training? Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Maybe. The jury is still kind of out. Those pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling. Nah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever the word I'm looking for is. The office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Well, how can you know what the future looks like? Yes, we try to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. Okay. You know anything about these tickets? Okay. Well, when you said, could we actually, is there a new talk option maybe? Ah, there we go. Because when it said talk about Glenn, I thought they just meant present him, but they actually mean there was a new talk thingy. About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Oh. 3 Cyclops. Oh boy. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own little pile of secrets. Okay, Dracula. There's somewhere else we can go, right? I doubt we can do a 3 Psyche at this point. Can't remember. Okay, so yeah, the trial was the 6th. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, check this out. I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony was he lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine, a tiger, loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle. What? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why aren't you trying to pep talk me into calling my phony? Hey, look, pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them too. Do you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? Okay, we've heard this. Win through compromise. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice that makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Don't say that about my voice, Phoenix. Oh, it's you, yeah. You are here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that. I guess I'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? You think it'd be okay? Worst case scenario, they just break your legs. Coffee. Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy, quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Bro, this shit is poisoned. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? I do what I want. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick. Gold, just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that. Debate. Would you really want such a shiny desk though? I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled. That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting. So the desk isn't practical. No surprise there. Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning it up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did you manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey! There's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says... Trust buying. Matches used for advertising, found lying in Tinder Lender. These matches could come in handy, wherever it is they come from. Never heard of that place before. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat. It's so chic. It smells like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Is it? The same color as my suit. Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? It's kind of a late night recording, so I'm trying not to be like super loud. I'm alone in the apartment, but the walls are very thin, so I don't want to annoy people too much. I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise. Sure. Do you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understood? Phoenix, where's that gun? I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about before? Look on the lapel of this suit. That's an attorney's badge, is it though? Is the tiger a lawyer? Come on, guys. No way, look at this thing. It's made of paper. Really? No one could tell? After how many times we've shown off our real bona fide genuine attorney's badge? No one was like, hey, this thing looks like ass. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Let's see, this round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and become more cultured, in case you're wondering. Yeah, That's why. Not because it's supposed to be like common knowledge for the original target audience or nothing. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Yeah, I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. He weeble wobbles, but he doesn't fall down. Only if I feel like dying. You know, this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece, I think. It's a king? Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical monster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. Car is registered to the Cadaverinius. Huh? So it's not even the tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office? By God, he's got his own boombox. He really committed to the lore. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. Wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Actually, no, I haven't even taken a sip of the sauce yet this video. It's still too hot. I were to try and drink it, it'd burn my lips. Yes, thanks. It was, lovely. So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was laced with something, I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach, it's killing me! Oh wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What, it's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name is handwritten on the disc in pen. Oh no, what could it say? MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Oh, there's a negative chance you're getting me to scream. I've learned my lesson, even if it wasn't like almost 10 o'clock at night. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you snooping around in my office for? Nothing, we were just, my precious carpet. You got ashes on my rug. I am gonna make you wish ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us, it was, Artie Lake. You just wanna argue with me? Is that what you doing? You drink? You think you can take me on? Bro, I have no clue what this is supposed to... Like, I can't get into the rhythm of it, man. I'm gonna flatten you stewing of pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. Oh. Don Tigre, you're back. That voice, it's like evil seeping in your head through your ears. Rude. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... She got a death wish or what? Oh, right, Huh? Forget about it, Violetta, it's none. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you, you're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. You'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Phoenix Wright! Yeah? You's either crazy or you just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to add. No questions. This is the last time we meet. Okay. Wait, please? That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're the one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it, either. The espresso. Ah! And cookies. That is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was the tiger called her? Violetta? About this, more coffee. You must have more. No, thanks, I've had enough, really. I'm so thirsty. I don't leave the office. I can't tell you about anything, except Don Tigre. Alright. Well, he's not here, so... So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tinder Lender. Real great name, actually. The warmth and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tinder Lender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me for that card game, for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tinder Lender is on your side. So let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We'll start with what you lose. We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember, I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Oh, well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. We never said what day that was. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? That's where the tiger comes from. Zinniop's got a real name, Nick! Hurry and find out more about him! $42? Dang, dude. Phoenix, how does it feel that someone bought a 42-year-old look just like you? Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre? Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick, the honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. I don't buy that for a second. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I own Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tigre, otherwise I'll have to. Okay, Don Tigre, of course. I'm sorry. He saved her life. I'd sure like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died. Once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder what's in her coffee. So, is that why you got that bandage around your head? This? So, what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Fatal? Maya just suffered one herself, by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? I feel like we don't really have that much evidence. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we gotta find out the truth. And we probably do the 3 locks before the 4 locks. I mean, that's not, you know, necessarily true. Do you know anything about any of this? Okay, we got some more here. There he is, old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again. There, take this, and get out of my park. Probably shouldn't feed him if you want him to leave. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, let's keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in the court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons! In with the good fortune! Ow! Ow! It's the seeds! Shell splinters! Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. What's up? So, I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Everyone be talking behind my back now. The dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside. And he can't remember her face. Filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She puts on white powder in that young lad's Javicino. We hear ya. And another thing. The young layabout was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as Lynn's broken spectacles. We're really sorry. I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I'll tell you what. Okay. Take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me take it easy, you spike-headed brat. Take this. You said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns. You hear me? I didn't come an embroiderer, I was born one. I don't think that's how that works. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I want to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so, did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Suck it up. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then. Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Oh, take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handman? Well, actually... Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost! That's what they're trying to say. Oh yeah, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did you just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. I was asked to kill a man, and I did, with my own 2 hands. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the tape. Oh yeah, I did say he meant to make a phone call or something, right? That's why they were late reporting the death. I do kind of remember that now. Because that's something that still hasn't really been addressed, is the big gap, time of death-wise. Because usually the game's always very specific, so the fact that there's a gap there means it must be important. Servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, it was a bit of a daze, you see. And the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you, color, please. Call yourself. Should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. I'm kind of a pushover, you see. So you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. And did you call them on your cell phone? The fuck is a cell phone? Do I look like I have one of them newfangled stupid jigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. Ain't got them. You went looking for one? Couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandering around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened. Yes, sirree, the owner at Trace BM was on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I don't know. It just seemed like it kind of blew up my spot, so, you know. Well, I would have if you give me the chance. Now you bullied me out of the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Well, wait a minute. If that's the case, there's one more. I got one more thing to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else. Bailiff! Escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Yeah. What's important is the unaccounted for time for the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. This leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Shut up, Phoenix. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah. Oh, sure. You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? We need to get more details on what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Okay. You know anything about this paper badge? Ah! Excuse me? You let me get 1,000,000 of my grumbles off my chest and I'll take one quick look. I got an earthquake of frustration inside and it's ready to rumble. On second thought, forget it. 1,000,000 grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal for me. You want Gumshoe's lunchbox? Fine. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. You know anything about this tiger, dude? You know anything about the lady? You seen her? Okay. You know anything about this lady? You seen her? Alright, fine. Well, you know anything about this lady? You seen her? Alright, last but not least. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Hey, I never showed it to, Chickadee. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't know how much of that whole story that she told us, because it really seems more like the tiger dude is scared of her than anything. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. The place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when you need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? Already seen it. Hasn't been updated yet. Okay, I guess we go to the Magsters. Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? Wait, wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Wait, you can do that in prison? Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed the old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? No one else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember the incident anyway. Is it possible she is the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yup, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. Biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. Didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber, Maya. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. I never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, right? Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. But before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. But between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Trace BN. No idea at all. Why, is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know, the things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie was like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old Seedy. Okay, well, there's a few things we want to present. A, first things first. We gotta play wingman for our boy. Oh yeah, I've got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I hate weenies. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. The Nintendo rules, no gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow an ex-cop turned waitress says that, and it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But, I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot! I love weenies. Oh good, I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. You want some lobster? I know I used to be on the police force, but I'm incarcerated now. I don't pick up much information in here. Really? I thought that would have something, you know, showing that we found the CD. Ah, that's the victim, isn't it? That day was the first time you'd ever seen this man, right? Yes, I'd never seen him or met him before then. I just happened to know the waitress who served him coffee, so that's all. Seemed he was a computer programmer. Really? I'm useless with computers. Completely hopeless. I don't know any computer programs. Did she mean programmers? Holy smokes, that's him! Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Wright. Just look at that ridiculous suntan. For the record, I'm not sunburned like an overdrive tomato, so I don't know how... He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan. I am not hearing this. I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now. Mr. Armstrong was very good to me after I was fired from the force. I can't believe someone as nice as him could have anything to do with this. Well, in the time between the victim being poisoned and the police being called, the only person who was on the scene and had a chance to do anything was Mr. Armstrong. There was no one else there. Mr. Armstrong wouldn't set me up, would he? I'm trying to think. So it was probably Armstrong helped kill the programmer to pay off his debt. Then that lets them get the demo CD, but like maybe something to do with that. But I mean, there's still the lottery ticket though. 'Cause I mean, like the CD and the lottery ticket. I'm trying to think, anything else we could present? Because we really haven't learned anything. That's the cup I took over the table, sir. But I didn't put anything in it. I could never do something like that. That's right, you could never do anything like that. I'm not good at carrying these large trays, you know. Trying to balance a tray with one hand and put something in the coffee with the other. That'd be just asking for trouble. I'd drop something for sure. That's right. Is she expecting me to claim that she's too clumsy to have committed the crime? Potassium cyanide. I never heard of that poison in my life before, sir. Okay, maybe I have, but I've never seen it before, that's the truth. I wouldn't even know where the nearest potassium cyanide dealer is in the first place. Potassium cyanide dealers? Sounds like another group of drug pushers to avoid. In any case, this definitely isn't something you can pick up just anywhere. Oh, curse my rotten luck. The criminal must have stuck the bottle in my apron while I was unconscious. Yeah, what about the stain? Oh yeah, that's from when I was carrying a customer's breakfast over to them. The ketchup spot, you mean? My whole face was fire engine red thanks to that stuff. But you spilled the ketchup on your apron, didn't you? I don't see how... The ketchup-covered omelet went flying and hit the customer in the face. Oh, talk about a tomato red face. Makes me wish I could have seen it myself. Yeah, I guess. It was kind of a sight to behold. Ah, is that your attorney's badge? Actually, it's a fake. Holy smokes, that's it! Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright. You got duped by this? It's a completely different color. And what about the fact that it's made of paper? He said the badge got its hand as well while he was in Hawaii on business. Oh, that's super good. I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. I don't know, I just feel like there's supposed to be more... Like there should be another... Oh wait, you're saying something. We'll just retry it. There's something in your mind you've got to tell us, especially if it has anything to do with Kudo or his testimony. Roger! Okay, was that actually what we needed? I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw witness the slippers of that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. I thought you said you felt much better. Okay. Let's see, anything new there? Actually, there is, wow. So that's why they have been still in our inventory, I guess? You would think you could just present the old man, though. Granted, that might actually work as well. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. Okay, so it wasn't Victor Kudo? He was not there yet? But I can't really say. Yeah, it was an old man. Then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was... a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why don't I get the feeling that I've come across a woman like that recently? Okay, now can I show you her? No? Back when I was an officer, Detective Gumshoe always looked out for me. But today I was the one who had to look out for him trying to incriminate me the whole time. You've got to remember, Maggie, Gumshoe's a detective. He's got a job to do. My old boss. Thought at least he'd be on my side. He is on your side. He'd do anything to help you. You can't fool me. I saw him in court today. I feel like a poor little baby woodpecker being pecked on the head by its own mother. Gumshoe's testimony was pretty solid. No wonder it hurt her so much. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Ouch. I think I just saw Gumshoe's chances go down in flames like the Hindenburg. I don't think it's getting through to her that he really was trying to help. Well, I think that's going to be it for us. Anything back to the law office? No, just a banger. Just some bangers. You got any? What am I supposed to do? Okay. Alrighty, in the next video we will maybe wrap up our investigation. We've got some... I still feel like we're missing stuff. But we should definitely try and explore the two psych blocks we have available to us and see if maybe we can figure some stuff out, because he didn't really get any new evidence from that stuff, so I don't know. Alrighty, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.